How you guys doing? Holding in? You guys, you know what's fun? The more wings he ate, I like watching you guys like kind of lean. Like the more and more he was like, he was just like slowly, we're like, splash zone. It's been the strangest Tuesday night of my comedy career, I think, if you can call it a career. Definitely not after tonight, you can't call it a career. That's for sure. Totally second-guessing inviting my family tree to the show. Not gonna be able to call myself an artist at the dinner table anymore, that's for sure. Could have been somebody! Good Lord. Guys, how are we doing? It's been a strange one. I'm looking around and seeing some faces, you in particular, look like you haven't seen stranger shit on the internet. You know, and you're like, what the fuck is going on in Scottsdale? Good Lord. I'm glad to be here, though. This is a cool club, despite what you saw tonight. It was really... Just playing. Friends with most of these people. Half of them I don't know, so they can die. I don't give a shit. The beauty of moving away! No longer have to be Mr. Nice Guy. Guys, I had... you guys, anybody bank with Bank of America? Okay, you're lying, because... Nobody's been that excited about Bank of America since the CEO started Bank of America. I don't know why the ATMs, they've decided to use, I bring it up because I went to the ATM, I was like, I'll get some drinking money for tonight, I'm gonna need it, you know what I mean? The ATMs, they have a slideshow that plays. I don't know who's got the kind of time to hang out and like watch a slideshow before they take care of some finances. But I walked up to this thing and I swear to God, on the screen, it goes, 500 babies are born with HIV every single day. Touch to begin. Just gonna wait for the next slide, just in case. I don't know how fast technology's evolved. New banks were evil, but damn. Guys, I'll tell you, before I came out here, in my neighborhood, I noticed they had put lost dog flyers all over the neighborhood. And maybe I'm the only one, but have you ever seen these flyers and thought to yourself, like, there's no way that dog is alive right now? Do you know what I mean? Okay, like, I don't want to be negative, but it's kind of my hobby. But like, the dog was so small, it was shivering in the photo. Do you know what I mean? Which is gotta be like an iPhone 6 thing. I don't really... It's just like, just be honest, you know? Like, shouldn't say lost dog, should be like, purse accessory escaped. Wanted dead or alive. I was looking at the thing, and it said the dog had been missing since October 2nd. Guys, I live in Boston. That's like, I wish I had that kind of optimism in my life. That's 2 months of 13-degree weather. Jesus Christ, I can't even, I'll be honest, like I took a Sharpie to the thing. It was like, lost dogsicle. I added the little, you know what I mean? It's just, you know. Oh, the bleeding hearts of Arizona. Give a shit about Mexicans, but tiny dogs, let me tell you. Don't you mess with our tiny little dogs. They're people too, okay? I had a chance this past year to go to Canada, which is really cool. I don't know, has anyone ever been to Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff, right? It's a nice place, it's beautiful. I went to Montreal. It is like suspiciously nice up there. It was like the Twilight Zone kind of. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I've lived on the East Coast too long, but like, I would like walk down the street with my girlfriend and people would like smile, and I'd be like, the fuck do they want? You know, like, what? Like, bonjour! Like, what do you want from us? It was weird. It was like, one night we went out drinking, and you can drink in the streets there, which is rad. And some kids were getting rowdy, and one of them spilled a beer, crushed it, threw it on the ground, and a cop came over. And I was like, oh boy, get your cell phones ready, you know what I mean? And the cop walked over and just swept up the can into like a dustpan. Walked away. What the hell is going on in this country? Our cops don't even have dustpans. You know what I mean? It would have been like Taser, first thing, bah! I would have watched, but you know, it's just whatever. So weird. So like, it's just like beautiful women walking around everywhere, just like oozing with like French sexuality. I saw this one girl in a skirt riding a bike, and I will never forget it. Guys, she was riding that bike. You know what I mean? Like she's probably given birth to a tricycle by now. Saw him pull up to a red light, the bike started smoking a cigarette. I could do this all day. Never been jealous of a bike. It's a weird feeling. It really put things into perspective, you know, coming back to the States. Like, I think I can comfortably say this country is losing its mind. Did you guys hear about California, what they're doing? California is doing a homeless person census. Is that the stupidest thing you ever heard? First of all, how do you know when you're done? You just tag their ears? It's kind of like barter system, like I'm gonna give you half a sandwich, but you gotta stay here till I come back. So dumb. What do you even ask on a homeless person census? Like question 1, what's your name? Question 2, what is that smell? Question number 3, how long have you been homeless? Parentheses, 2016. Just saying, it's a lot of sunshine, you know, you can lose track of time pretty easy. Gay marriage is legal, which is good, you know, I guess. I don't know, I'm coming around to it, you know what I mean? I'm not gay, but my boyfriend is, and he's real excited about it, you know what I mean? Trying to be supportive, trying to be like a good partner. Now, I'm a heterosexual, but I prefer the term vegetarian. Just paints a better picture, you know what I mean? Like, kind of lets you know what's going on. Weird that you guys would tighten up on that one. You know what I mean? Like, it's like the cleanest thing you've heard all night. You're like, I don't know about this. Where are the fireworks at? Hit them with one. No, I just say, I think there's a lot of power in sex, you know what I mean? Our culture is pretty much obsessed with it, I think. I think that's probably a major reason why we take issue with other cultures that don't treat women with the respect that our culture says they treat women. It's just like, I feel like we're just looking at them, but like other cultures, like, I don't get it, they have the vaginas. Don't you want their vaginas? And just like, yeah, you gotta be nice. You gotta treat them nice in the streets, so they will be freaks in the sheets. Nobody learned anything from rap. Come on. Cheers. I don't know, man. It weirds me out that these cultures, like I just learned, this Middle Eastern culture, where the women have to walk 5 paces behind the guys, which is so extreme. You know what I mean? Like 2.5 paces is plenty. 5 paces? Are you kidding me? What if you turn the corner and go to like a Barnes and Noble or whatever? You just lose your wife? That's bullshit. You gotta buy a new one? That's a hard day. Not cool. I believe in equality, equal rights for everyone. And I will believe that until the day that I am no longer benefited from that. And then we will review and discuss the next phase of racism, you know what I mean? Anything you guys want to talk about, or just keep going? Okay. I'll tell you, I'm going to be 28 this year, which is not that old, but it is the oldest I've ever been, so cut me some slack. A clap. Lone clap from the back. I'm realizing it's hard. As time goes on, I realize I'm not as smart as I thought I was, you know? It's a hard pill to swallow, because I never thought that I was that smart. You know what I mean? Like, you can gauge your own intelligence, like how smart people think you are. Like, a good test is like, show them a drawing. like if you're like a highly intelligent person and you show somebody like a drawing and they're like, oh man, that's pretty cool, but maybe stick with the science, you know what I mean? You got a good thing going. I started drawing and my family was like, art school, you wanna maybe pursue that a little more? You're gonna have to find something out, A little hard to do with your entire family in the audience. I don't know, I decided I'm going to start taking better care of my health. I had this realization where I kind of realized that, like, I haven't seen a tall old person in a really long time. You know what I mean? Like, maybe this should be a priority, right? I should start getting my shit straightened out. And I'll tell you one thing I stopped doing. I'm no longer drinking and driving. All right, excited, thank you, I appreciate that. The rest of you are kind of like, yeah, you got a couple more years. Not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed in you. Look like you could do a little better. No, I'm no longer drinking and driving, whereas I started calling it driving in cursive, which is not okay. It's something super dangerous. You got a cute nickname for it? Maybe it's time to ease it. Ease it up just a bit. I'm gonna take the fancy way home tonight. A lot of loops. You gotta loop it and cross it. Not okay. I'm gonna go out on top. No injuries, no arrest, you know what I mean? Feel like I beat the system a little bit, right? I'll tell you, yeah, driving, good Lord, driving, it's sad. In Arizona, driving drunk is actually, it's pretty easy. I mean, the cops make it hard. But other than that, like you could live 40 miles away and have to make like 2 turns and you're home. You're like, get on the freeway, get off the freeway, boom. Call it a night. Driving dead sober in the middle of the afternoon is so dangerous in Boston, you would not believe it. Like, I have gotten into fights in a McDonald's drive-thru, and I wish I was joking about that. And you just can't believe the aggression out there. I had some friends come visit me in Boston recently, and they told me that I have road rage now. They're like, you got a bad case of road rage. You know what I mean? I had to explain to them that I don't have road rage. What I have is road curiosity. Like, I want to know what the fuck you think you're doing coming into my lane with your brakes on. Guys, this has been extremely weird, but you have been very delightful, and I hope to see you again in this life of the next. God bless.
Show has been so weird for him. It sounded like he was going to join priesthood at the end, didn't he? He was like, God bless all you guys. I really want to thank your souls. Going God. Guys, did you guys have a good time tonight? I know it's a little weird, it's a little out there, but we do this every second Tuesday. It's new comics. If you guys didn't like the comics, come back next month. They're all going to be all new. If you didn't like the challenges, they're going to be all new next month, so come back. If you didn't like us, you're fucked up in the head, so you should think about yourself. You want to say anything before we go?
Thank you for coming out.
That's it, guys. Check us out at azhousecomedy.net. Thanks, guys.